Alright folks, my name is Tolinar and I am an Overlord and I'm also a support main. We finally got a game worth watching. This one gets me spittin' angry. Rage warning. Everything goes wrong in this game and it ain't my fault. That's my standing on it and I'm sticking to it. So off we go into lane. Unfortunately, this game was so anger inspiring that I turned one of my plastic blue cups into blue essence. It only took one good punch. Had to clean up for a while after that and calm myself back down. So Ash starts off by checking us out over here. And Kane doesn't want to come because he's stupid. He kind of postures around. It's fine. Figure Bard has got to be nearby. Hit the exhaust. Hook him. And we both get stunned. Xayah and them go that way. Rather than confronting the fight. So I'm dead. Thanks for nothing. I already can tell things are gonna get bad. So I decide, you know what? After that performance, I don't even want a leash for this dude. I saunter on off the lane, and he can just do whatever he's gonna do. But things only get worse over time here, unfortunately. Off we go. Now in this game I have taken refillables because I know that Bard is a pretty heavy poker. So I'm kind of expecting the extra damage. And then messing around with Comet. And Bard is fitting in auto attacks where he can. I don't remember which rune he's running. He's pretty good with that stun though. So I hem off Ash. And then waste my teleport. Gets me real frustrated. I was trying to communicate and I pushed the F button instead of the G button. So that's great and I'm going to recall because this lane is going shitty. And I will just stop right there and get a health bead and come right back. It is now 7-3 and 2 of Xayah's CS are from me. That's how bad this game is going. Not that there's been a whole lot of games so far, but it never gets better. Things are going to stay exactly this shitty for a long time to come. So let's get to it. Here we go. Round 2. A Bard is poking pretty hard. He's trying to get everything he can. Manages to get a stun on me. A wall off Ash. It is now 11-7. And Xayah is scrubbing up the CS. But she thinks that the best thing to do at this juncture is to push the lane. Why? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I sustain a whole lot of damage. Just walk away. Touching that volley from Ash, taking more damage yet. It is now 16-11. And half of Xayah's CS are from me. So it is technically 16-6. And let's be honest, it ain't gonna get better. So I start taking CS for myself. Ward goes down. I don't know why you did it, but I know you did it. I'm not trying to walk past through the minions or get too close to the landscape because I know that's how Bard gets a stun off. I managed to land a goop, but I don't have 3 minions in the ground. There we go. And I am so devil may care at this point, I'm just throwing them into the lane. Hopefully I'll get some CS. I managed to tag Ash, and we're going to get some damage there, so that's good. And Bard is continuing to float around. Get away from that. I don't really want to deal with it. A little bit more group for Bard. And as you can see, I'm basically just using my skills to keep Xayah as safe as possible, while at the same time picking up as many CS as I can. It is now 14 to 20. That's how badly Xayah is doing. It is 32 for the enemy CS, and I'm a melee, and I have managed to get 14 minions, and Xayah has managed to get 20. Make that 15. I'm very close to dying, so I go ahead and back off the front line and recall, because there's no reason to stick around any longer. I'm going to go back and upgrade my support items. When a lane is this bad, your support items are the first thing you want. However ridiculous that may sound, the simple fact is, without them, you can't recover your health. And getting as much health recovery as you can is important. So I go ahead and get that. And I get that CS. And Xayah finally last hits half decently. I get away from that. Xayah's insistence on standing right next to me is going to get us both killed, but that's fine. I'm going to continue grumping at her. Take my emotes. They're full of my heart. Wall Bard off so that he has to walk around. Xayah blows a heal. I simply soak up auto attacks. And then I walk back out. Cue another minion. At this point, I managed to tag Ashe and get a bit more damage on her. I know that as long as Bard is in the lane, I can't really kill. That's okay. He misses his stun. The damage is too significant for me to be able to last hit under the turret. Big pain. Here comes Azir. He does that. Manages to pick up the kill. That's fine. And Ashe is going to flash after that, and I want nothing to do with it. I ain't following that shit. I'm just going to die if I do. Talia is here. Sure enough, it's all turning into a clusterfuck over there. And I'll just take the gold, thank you, and break these health packs. So I break all the health packs, and Xayah is walking back to lane. And here's Ashe. And they're pinging at me. And Xayah is right here. And Talia is going to recall for now. So we have an onside, which is nice. I now have 5 more CS than Xayah because she won't stay in her damn lane. And I'm seriously grumpy about it. What in the fuck are you doing? The answer is nothing. Literally nothing. 25 CS to 47. Thank God I've got 30. Otherwise, we'd be way behind. So, I get myself a sight stone. Very important. I start making my way back to lane. Meanwhile, Kayn is trying to hunt down the very mobile Bard, and it's not going so well, so he returns to his own jungle. We now have a total of 3 players down in the bottom lane. Xin Zhao decides to wander off and get back to jungling. So now it's 2-on-2 again. Xayah's not really taking significant damage. Ashe has recalled. There's no one in this lane except for Bard. I pay attention to it and notice it right away. I throw the ghouls at Bard, get some damage on him, clear this out, and then prop this up because I thought Kayn might be Xin Zhao. It wasn't. That's nice. Just a reflex pop. It's all good. At this point, we are still 0-1. And the lane is 75 to 49 CS. Unfortunately, all Xayah seems to be able to think about is the fact that she has 10 less than the enemy ADC. Well, whose fault is that? You're the one not last hitting. So I'm hitching around, and I don't want to get too close to this goop. It's all quite dumb. And Bard is taking lots of damage, and I go ahead and sick a guy on him, pick up a kill. Pretty simple stuff. Miss my loop shot. Throw down an exhaust. Nothing here. And there's Xin Zhao. I managed to pin him in. And Xayah literally wastes her ultimate trying to get away from the Xin Zhao. She doesn't hit Xin Zhao with her ultimate. She doesn't do anything with her ultimate. She simply throws it out as fast as possible. And that gets me killed too, because she doesn't do enough damage with it. She completely wastes her abilities. At least I got a kill with mine. She just used hers to slowly float to a grim death. It's very simple. If you can't snare someone, you don't use your ultimate. Because you can't move fast enough to make it worthwhile while you're floating untargetable. So you managed to break Xin Zhao's damage combo for all of 2 seconds. Who cares? It's a Xin Zhao. He's not going to stop swinging at you. You haven't interrupted his damage combo. He didn't miss his Talon finisher or Zed ultimate. He's just going to take some more auto attacks. Alright, let's get back to lane. Now at this point, Ashe is starting to push on the turret and I have to get her off of there. But I do see what's going on over here. There's Bard, so I pop a barrier there and just walk away, because that's not going to end well. Now I am working around this Ashe, just taking damage. Here's Talia. At least I put a ward out. That's all we've got going for us at this juncture. And they're throwing poke at me, and I don't want anything to do with this garbage. Azir is getting really lucky. They're just not getting him. I decide it's time to leave, and out I go, teleporting to top lane where I then recall. That's one less kill they can have. Meanwhile, Xayah runs into the conflict to die an additional time. Good job, Xayah. We're all very proud of you. But Talia and Xin Zhao let go and leave the lane to Bard and Ashe. That's not to say that Xayah's days aren't numbered, though. She's below 1/2 health in only a few seconds, and from there, it won't take too long. She's red zoned, and 2, 1. They're looking for a dive angle at this point. I don't care at all. I have no intention of helping Xayah with anything. So I'm just going to wander my way into the mid and start pushing. I catch Talia. And Azir does nothing. I didn't mean to do a thumbs up, but that's what I did. I call Maiden, make a catch, deal a massive amount of damage, and then at the last possible moment, Azir finally goes in. What the fuck, man? You have to have more mobility than that. You have to be able to attack from a massive distance. You're a fucking Azir. It's very frustrating, you know? I'm like, I've got her, and he stands there. I've got her, he stands there. Eventually, he finally goes in. It's just so bad. And my mood is super sour at this point, because I am 1-3, and I've been doing a great job fighting. I don't want anything to do with this garbage anymore. So I go mid. I'm in a farm. I'm not going to fight anybody. It's pretty seriously angry at this juncture. So I decide that I'm going to go ahead and push the mid. Since I can see recalls there and there and there. And then Weaver's Wall comes in. Go ahead and drop this. But Xin Zhao shows up. So now it's 1-on-2. I get exhausted. And there's nobody on top lane. Why? Because they're all teleporting down to do dragon. I'm sure you can imagine how well this ends. The enemy team is making extra efforts to ensure that they cooperate with each other. They fight in groups. Our team is running around like a bunch of nincompoops, dying alone.
Shut down.
So I continue to ping that what they're doing is especially stupid since the score is 18-5 and the only one who has any kill power is possibly Kennen. And Kennen is falling off fast because his CS is 80. And guess who is currently scaling up to 90 and above? So that's just fantastic. Xayah is currently hugging a turret. She wisely interprets the fact that Talon could jump on her and murder her in one shot. That is the right answer. I proceed to farm because being broke really doesn't help you fight.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
And farming is not the most interesting thing going on. I call ghouls. Minions die. My ghouls have to at least attack one minion in order to leash. If they don't attack minions, they don't leash. I see a bard. I try to catch him. I can't get him. Too bad. Maybe later. None of the team responds to the presence of bard. Azir's in the mid lane. Okay. So I sweep over there. There's bard again. Bard is now roaming into the fight. I paint him. I catch him. My team is not doing anything because they're busy fighting Xin Zhao. And once again, I'm blocked off by the Weaver's Wall, and I die 1v3. Because my team is stuck over there fighting those guys. A real lack of cohesiveness here if you haven't noticed. They can't tell people are coming or going. They have no idea where I am. And Xayah might as well not be playing. She has a grand total of 67 CS and somehow thinks that's a wonderful achievement. She's now currently walking back to base. Very smart. Meanwhile, both Talia and Ashe have managed to get over 100 CS. I decide I've had it. I'm going to just farm for a while. I'm trying really hard to get enough damage going that I can last hit. Because missing all these last hits is getting depressing. 58 CS. 59. So I get a few CS, which is great. I drop a ward so I can tell if something bad is coming. I have to clear out the enemy wards. There we go. Alright, I call ghouls. Pushing through here. Now in this particular match, I'm using the Dark Harvest rune, and I never really see much performance out of it, to be honest. If it snowballs into something significant later, I sure as heck don't know it. One rune that has been consistently powerful for Yorick is Demolish. The Demolish rune has proven its value and worth over and over again. Absolutely fantabulous in terms of raw power go. Being able to smash a turret for that much damage is really useful. So Ashe ults me. At this point, I have enough HP that it doesn't actually matter. I drop a blockade, and I strut away. And if my team were absolutely anywhere at all, they wouldn't be able to send 3 people to kill me. But you know what? Nobody is anywhere. So here come 3 people. And I do a decent job of staying alive for a moment. Talon is forced to jump over my wall. Flash. And finally, Bard picks up the kill. Meanwhile, Azir, Xayah, Kayn, and Kennen are doing absolutely nothing. There are currently 4 people with their locations known, and Kayn just recalls. As though that's a smart thing to do. And now the jig is up, and Azir and Xayah are stuck trying to fight this Xin Zhao, who is running between them, while Ashe peppers poor Azir down. They waited until the enemy finally had the chance to come retaliate, and then just died to them. They didn't walk away. They didn't move back. They didn't push when they had the chance. They just stood there, auto-attacking like derps. Well, now Kennen's going to get ganged up on, and Kennen is the one who had all the gold, so he's dead for a while, and the game only gets worse and worse. Fortunately, there's not too much left of it. I see Yorick over the wall, group him, and call the maiden. I can still win a one-on-one, but I'm not going to get a one-on-one because Kayn's not going to show up. He's just going to sit there and let me die. Meanwhile, the entire enemy team shows up. At this juncture, it's 28-8. Now, was it my mistake for trying to attack a Xin Zhao that I could possibly kill one-on-one, knowing full well that the whole enemy team was going to come? And also, I should have realized that nobody on my team was going to come because they never have this entire fucking time. Yes, it was a bad call. I made the wrong choice. What I should be doing is getting away from this game as fast as possible. Actually, at this point, I have taken my lovely blue cup and smashed it into about 20 pieces. So now it will be necessary to clean up. So I have a rag and I am wiping. And once I get done wiping, I'm going to purchase Banner of Command, which will help me get gold without having to work too hard at it. And now these boys want to have their big fight, and I'm not going to participate. 1, because Maiden is down, and 2, because I'd rather have a Banner of Command and just get some CS. Alrighty, almost there.
Unstoppable.
And waiting on it. Just waiting on it. There it is. Banner. And I'll find the first minion that I see and promote it.
Red team's turret.
Don't even care what it is. And wander on into lane. Nail somebody with my E. And step back off the line because there's nobody here.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
It ain't gonna happen. Try to catch Bard. Doesn't work out. We have an overextension by Kennen. He's stuck on the wrong side of Weaver's wall. And now he's struggling to stay alive and failing pretty hard at it too. I paint Bard again with the goop. I drop a ring. Azir coasts in to be the solo hero, of course. And he's going to get shot down while I clear the minions. Because I'm not helping anymore. I don't care about this game at this point. All I care about is playing smart. And Maiden's going to die before she can do anything because I just don't have any gold or levels. At this point, I should be at least level 11 and have the stack 2 Maiden. The amount of HP on stack 1 Maiden is 1500. The second is 2500 and the third is 4000. Plus the ratios of items get better as you get more and more items. Right now, Maiden is hardly even worth using. Especially versus a whole team that can do nothing except attack the Maiden because the entire allied team has died privately in one-on-one duels away from the turret. Here's Kennen fighting me for the CS. Really, go find something to live your life on. Get out of my face. Xayah has 115 CS, and I'm at 80. That's all real great. We're all struggling to kill a siege minion, and Azir is just standing there looking stupid. Don't worry, he won't be standing there long. Soon he'll find himself in a very questionable position and die like a dog. That's pretty much the way this game is from start to finish. At this point, Azir has fed 11 kills, and I have died 7 times. Which means, technically, I am very responsible for this loss. The reason why I'm responsible is because I keep initiating for this team, and they freaking ignore me. They are so dead set on doing other stupid shit that there is absolutely no way to get a play going. While the enemy team is in absolute synchro. They are all working together all the time. Because of this, and the fact that Bard scales independently, there's not much chance of us coming back into this game, and there never was. Kayn is 2-5. The only one who got any reasonable kills, Kennen, has given up 7 now. And Xayah might as well be inactive. She is 0-2 with 1 assist. She's just not showing up to anything, ever. Her CS is 126, and I don't give a crap. I summon Maiden to the top lane and then start pushing the mid again. All I'm looking to do is scrape up a little gold. I don't care if Maiden is not with me. In my opinion, that will only help the match end sooner. So it can only be a good thing. Besides, there's super minions coming from that side too. Ashe has started the siege, and Azir is on his back. That didn't take very long. Azir perfectly timed his turret implant so that it would be dead just as the enemy arrived. Well done, Azir. Talk about your finesse. Just as the enemy team shows up, they've got Baron buff, and the minions are very hard to kill at this point. That'll do it. We finally surrender. Talk about a rage inducer. So now I only have 2 blue cups instead of 3. And I'll see you next time.